I'm live, you guys. It's very hot in this room. I'm just waiting for everybody to join. I'm just waiting for everybody to join so I can take in your questions. So when you are live, grab some tea and hello there, Nicole Mufen. Wolfen. Ottoman, hello, how are you doing? Grab a tea, grab something, let us interact. Come and ask me any question. I am ready to answer all your questions. Hopefully you're gonna ask me relevant questions that I am ready to answer. So let's see. I'm going to see. I'm just waiting to see if like a couple of people are going to join. Hello, Blessings Okodua. Sorry if I pronounce your names not right. And I actually don't wanna bore you. But I'm still waiting for a couple of people to join. Ottoman wants to meet and have a cup of coffee. A couple of you have come from Komunto's blog, Catherine Wachara. So welcome, welcome. I have to keep refreshing this because I have to see what you guys are saying. So Ottoman, you like to meet me and have a cup of coffee, but I don't think that is gonna happen. I'm not single, so I don't really meet with guys for a cup of coffee because I'm not single. I have a boyfriend. So sorry for disappointment. So Blessing Okodua is saying that she watches my videos. Thank you. Catherine Wachara, you are saying that you came from Komunto Bear's vlog. Thank you. Blessings, you're from Finland. So I think I'm just gonna go straight to the questions that some of you have asked me. Let me just pull them out in 1 minute. So you guys ask me questions because I know a couple of people who are asking me questions in regards to flight attendant job, and some of you maybe wanted to know how to join the flying world, how to go about it. Let me see. I'm pulling your questions. So last week, people asked me a couple of questions, and Mochuaro, sorry, I'm going to pronounce your name wrong. Forgive me. I'll actually read your whatever you're writing later, but now let me go straight to the question and answer. So somebody is telling me that since you say Arab men don't marry black women, let's imagine that in a perfect world, an Arab man proposes to you and he is everything you are looking for in a man except that the fact that he is Arab. And then he says, because it seems that you really dislike these guys. What should you do? Will it be a yes or a no, and why? So I've been in the Arabic nations, in the Arab world, living here in the Arabic nations for mostly almost 11 years, since 2007. And okay, first of all, I dated an Arab who was a Christian. He was actually, I said that in my another video, he was actually, what is it called? A Catholic. So I can date somebody who is in my faith, But if somebody is not a believer, like is not Christian, I don't date them. And I don't really like say that I hate Arabs, because this person is telling me that I seem like I hate Arabs. I don't think I do. Apart from we are not religion wise, we are actually not compatible. So that is the reason why I wouldn't consider dating an Arab. So I hope that answers your question. And then somebody is asking, what are the exact procedure to become flight attendant on the Emirates? Like where to apply? If you go on Google, you have to type EmiratesCareer.com, something, you can type this from Emirates. In the career website, you can see if they have job postings there, a cabin crew job. Usually they have job postings on their website. So that is the only place you can find out. Google is your best friend. I think it's like Emirates career website. Or if you are whichever place, you can check on the newspaper. Sometimes they post job offerings there. Or if you are in the Emirates, you can actually still usually everything they have to post it on their career website. So that is the only place you can actually find if they posted a job, whatever not. So that is the only way. You're asking about the cabin crew, flight attendant to delivery, and where to apply. And most of the time they accept people who are applying online. So you have to apply online, and you have to go through the process that everyone goes through. You cannot give a friend a CV and tell them, can you just submit it? You might know somebody, you're working there, please do it for me. As African people usually think that because we are working in the airline field, we can actually just recommend you and give your CV to somebody. But it's not like that. We cannot recommend you and give your CV. You have to apply. Everything has gone digital. It's very hot in my room. Everything has gone digital nowadays, so you have to go online to apply for the job. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but that's just how it goes. And when you are going online, just make sure, because depending on how exactly you're going to apply and how your picture looks like and how you know how to make CV, they will call you, like the fact that you applied online, actually call you for. But your picture will be, if your picture is promising, you found probably a very, very nice photographer, a studio that knows how to do a great picture. And obviously you have to pose. If you want, you can actually check out on Google how to pose for the flight attendant pictures. You can see exactly what kind of suits, what kind of makeup you have, because this is the only way they will actually call you. If you look promising, you look the part, and usually people don't know that this is the only way they actually will call you in for an interview, how you look in your picture. So you have to really be, I know some people say, oh, well, I looked okay, but they didn't call me or whatever not. You have to find out the timings that they have job openings. You don't just, and depending on what they are looking for at that particular time, because most of the time they look for Arabic speakers or people, a certain people. But don't lose hope. Don't give up. Just keep applying. You never know when your day is gonna come. And for the people who are away from, I know the people who have actually flown from other places of the world to go for a walk-in interview. Walk-in interview is when they have open days where you can just send in your CV whichever way, as in you have to drop your CV personally. So people usually have high chances of getting this job this way. So let's say they have a job opening in the city near you. Sometimes they usually put in their career website where exactly they will be and which dates. It's all written there. So if you can afford to fly there, you can go, because I know a lot of people who work with me who actually flew in for these walk-in interviews and they stayed in a hotel. I know it sounds quite expensive to do this, but if you really want the job, you have to do whatever you have to do to get it. Yeah, I know it's difficult to believe, but yeah, that's what happens. That's how people get the job. And then somebody is asking me, someone is telling me, I'm not going to mention your names, but I'm going to say, hi, Empress. I love your channel so much, and I really appreciate how you take your time to listen to your subscribers. Your heart is of gold. Please advise me on this. I am confused. Do you think a woman should marry a man like a queen and pampers her a lot, showers her with real love and acceptance, even if she doesn't have feelings for him, especially if she's in her late 20s and men men have been fake to her, having less, and she's been having less chances of meeting guys who will love her genuinely, and she in turn gets feelings of love. Huh? What is this? Especially if she is in her late 20s and men have been fake, having less, I don't know what you're writing, less chances of meeting a guy. It seems like she's having less chances of meeting a guy who are genuine, and in turns gets feelings of him for him. Can attraction grow in marriage to wait I love as much as he does love me? So this person is actually saying that she's probably in a relationship, somebody is trying to pursue her, and somebody loves her and showing interest and showing her all the, like, and probably she's not interested in this man. Oh my God. I don't know how long you guys have been together, but I think here it need, okay, you are asking me if you have to, you can be with somebody even though you don't love them. Okay, this is what I believe. Me personally, I believe that attraction grows. Like, first of all, become great friends first. You have to be with somebody and build your relationships on being friendships first, in a friendship based relationship. And then once you are in, like, you trust each other, the way he treats you and everywhere, you can just, the attraction will grow with time. This is what I think, because a lot of girls usually refuse to be with guys based on maybe the way they look, they don't know how to dress properly. You say this man is treating you and showing you all the, all the nice, treating you like a queen, but you just don't have any feelings for him. What I would say also is that you pray for it. You pray for him. Pray to God. If God really meant this man for you, he's going to put love within your heart for this man, and you cannot, a real love, you cannot fight it. Things just falls into place, and you cannot, like, let's say, but just give it a time. And I would say give it time and build friendship and relationship, like build your relationship based on great friendship. Don't base it on sex first. Don't base it on that, because that will actually cloud your judgment regarding this man, and you might probably not even, maybe you would say, oh God, I don't like this about him, I don't like this, based on, you are moving in too fast with this man. So I think you just need to let it go, like, at your own pace, slowly. But turning him down, I don't know, I've been turned down and once by somebody I really loved, and that was not a great feeling. So I don't know, if you have to turn him down, probably talk to him, but I would just say pray about it. But I do know, come to think about it, there were people who used to have, like, they used to get married through arranged marriages, and they didn't know this man, they never met this man, especially our parents or whatever not, or some Muslim girls or some Indian girls, they never know these people. They just meet them on their wedding day, and this is the man you're marrying. So you are going to, just train yourself. I don't know how they did it, but somehow they just found themselves falling in love with these people again and again. So you aren't the one who is in that particular situation, and I think that you have to, like, assess the situation and see, like, his goodness is weighing his badness. See exactly the reason why sometimes you're superficial. That is the reason why you don't like him. I don't know, like, if I were you, it depends on how, I don't know, like, it depends. So I cannot say further anything about this, because you're the one who is in this relationship and you can actually tell it for yourself. But for me, I feel like attraction grows and love grows as time goes by. So you might be turning away somebody who is potential, you know, because people usually, some people believe in love at first sight, like, oh my God, I saw him and everything in me was la la. But for me, I believe love and attraction grows with time. After you know this person, you know the kind of you cannot just like attraction, love at first sight. I don't believe in this. I believe that is infatuation. That is not love. So at now you might, but as time goes by, you might find that he is just like really amazing man, and some of the qualities you might be looking for. I don't know what are your qualities and what is this? What does this man like? Why you said a lot of things about you don't like him and you are not interested in him. You're not in love with him. But the reason I want to know why you didn't include why and how long have you even seen this man? So it's not easy for me to just jump into conclusion regarding this. So I'm going to move forward. Somebody is asking me, if you were to stop your current job today, what type of work would you like to engage in? Do you ever think of going back to school, upgrading yourself in the near future, God willing? How many children would you like to have? I would like to have 2 children, and it obviously depends on what the level of pain or the level of tolerance with the first one. Like if the first one traumatized me and things went, then I might think, but then it depends. But 2 is good. I would like 2 maximum. 1, my guy doesn't want 1 kid. He wants at least 2, 3. Actually, he wants many kids. But for me, I was just thinking to him, said to me, let's just have 1 now. Like the traumatization. Why should I have to go through the traumatization 2 times? You know, I don't know, but it will. Whatever happened will happen. But the most 2. 1 is not out, it's out of question because he doesn't want 1, he wants 2, but for the most 2. Let's see. And then you're asking me if I was to stop my current job, what type of work would you like to do? I would like to have my own business, especially in the beauty industry, salon and beauty industry, basically. Just have my own beauty parlor. Or if I can have that in the side, and I can also, I would like to work in the customer field, customer care field. So whether be it, let's say I'm working in Sephora as a makeup artist, I'd like to be a makeup artist in the future. And that is something I want to go to school to be a cosmetologist and just to work in beauty industry. That is what I want. Since before I joined flying, I was working in beauty industry. So that is what I want to pursue it further. So that is what I will be doing. And also I said to you about the children. So your question is answered. So somebody is asking me, when am I going back to Kenya? So I go to Kenya all the time. Like depends on what I have in my roster. Sometimes I have a couple of days awarded to me, off days, I run to Kenya. I'm always going to Kenya because I have my building projects there. And I'm the one who usually monitors my building project. So even right now we have painting is underway, and I feel very anxious because my housemaid might not be able to monitor everything properly for me. So I always go there just to make sure that I monitor things. Right now I left money and I left instructions for the house to be painted a certain way, but I just feel like my things are not getting done when I'm there and then. Like I like being there. So I'm always rushing in Kenya, and I just always show up. You know, I don't have to tell the housemaid I'm coming today. I just want to show up and find out, how are you taking care of my house? Is everything in order? And I just like to go to Kenya anytime, any day, you know. But I don't know, when you're asking me if I want to go back permanently, I do not think so, that I will settle in Kenya permanently. But I have my place there, so probably during holidays or just going for vacation home and something like that. So yes, I will definitely, Kenya is home, so I will always go back to Kenya. So okay, somebody else is asking me, when you found yourself in a struggle where things don't go well for you, what advice would you give me? So let me go there first. You found yourself in a struggle where things don't go well for you. What kind of advice would you give? I'm not sure if I'm waiting, if waiting is the way to go, so God can direct me, or I should be proactive in some way, even though I feel lost. All right, I don't even know exactly what is this about. Like, you're in a struggle, things don't go for you the way you'd like them to go. I've been there a lot of times, my God, and it's the most frustrating part. What I would say, I would say, keep on beyond trusting and keep on seeking, like, don't give in, don't give up. Like, I used to be in a circumstance even in the UAE where I used to sleep on the floor, and sometimes you could find somebody who has, all right, I don't know what, had 2 days 2 nights, and the owner of it so much. Have a dream within your heart. That dream is in there for a reason. Dream within a human's heart. So long as it's not something that is degrading and against, I believe that whatever it is that you desire, whether be it a job, whether be it a husband to get married, whether be it, whatever it is, I believe that God has put that dream within your heart because He is able to fulfill it. So He just wants you to like, oh, okay, listen, you have to seek. There is nothing that has ever come by you only sitting. For me, everything that has ever come to me I was really already tired with my present circumstance, and I had to push forward to where I wanted to see myself. I didn't have to just sit and wait for things to happen. I didn't have to just sit and wait for things to happen, whether be it relationships. I showed up. I was getting myself ready, and I was is positioning myself to be found, whether be it a job. I was sending in interviews and seeking. If they tell me you cannot do it today, I keep pushing. Like, rejection, if you reject me now, I keep going, and I just don't want to stop. Like, don't just settle. Just remember that your time will come, and you have to keep pushing, don't settle. If so long as that dream is within your heart and you really want it, don't settle. Anything that comes your way comes when you've had enough with your present circumstance, and you don't want to be in a place where you feel so comfortable with your present circumstance. I'll just wait on God, and if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then you're giving the universe the fact to think, meditate about it, put it to God in prayer, like, talk about it. For me, whether it is a husband, you just tell God, Father, I thank you for my husband, call those things that were as though they were, that's to pass. Like, just keep saying it. You might sound ridiculous, but keep saying it. The longer you say it, the more it's going to come to pass. So I just believe that you have to keep pushing, and you have to keep trusting. But I know it's not easy to trust God, and you keep waiting. A lot of things are happening to other people except you. You get so frustrated, of course, but just remember one thing that usually helps me. Remember the time in your life when you were going through such a difficult thing in life, and you went through it and you passed, and now you're here. Let that be your motivation, in knowing that the same way God brought you through that circumstance is the same way He will bring you through this circumstance. So look forward to that, and just tell God, you have to do it for me. I don't know how you will do it, but this miracle has to happen for me. I used to talk to myself. I am somebody who actually talks alone. I just talk to God, and I just say all kind of things. So don't give up. And then, okay, so those are the questions. And then another question, somebody else asked me some questions. So those are the first lot of question. All right. So somebody wants to know about my Nilotic tribe. Never heard of it before. The Nilots are everywhere. Like we are from the lake now. Sudan, some of us are in Uganda, some of us are in Kenya, some are in Ethiopia. So we are all over the place. So if you want to know more about the Nilots, I cannot say all of it now. Just go and Google the Nilotic tribes, and then you will find out exactly about us. But we are really tall, we are really dark, and you know, some of us, you can, mostly the Sudanese, you can see the same features we have. So we are all over the place. So have a look on Google. What else? So somebody asked me how I became confident with myself despite the negative information highways, and somebody is asking me about this. How I became confident. My God, it came with age. At some point, I said to myself, I have one body. This vessel is carrying me through life. It's either I love it or I don't love it. So do I want to live in a vessel that I hate? So I started, saying that at the end of the day, this is me. You like me or you don't like me, people's opinions didn't matter. Then I just started looking at myself in the mirror and telling myself, you are enough. You are enough just the way you are enough. You'll find somebody who will love you and find you enough just as you are. You don't need to add anything, you are enough. So I just started to realize that, and I keep running with it, and just, loving yourself comes with age. Now I'm old enough to actually just like love myself. I have no choice. If I don't love myself, nobody will love me. So let me go to your questions. All right, so so what's your work schedule like? Just curious. So okay, because you're asking me my work schedule. So every month, every 26th, 23rd of the month, the schedule comes out via, they send us the schedules, and then we have our own, everyone have their rosters. So your roster is pre-planned per month. So you can just look at all, the block, where you will go. So, from, like I'm going to this destination, and depending on what, like if you have a turnover flight, that is local flights, or if you have a layover, like the one that you go to a certain destinations and you sleep at the hotel, and then, for 24 hours or whatever not. So you asked me what's your work schedule like. So it's basically you have 8 days of off per week. Is it per month? You have 8 days, and they are actually distributed, like they are distributed throughout the roster. So you can have up to 8 days, but you can have more than 15 days sick leave within 1 year, and you cannot take like more than 15 days. If you take 15 days, then you are obviously your what is it called? You will not get a good report, a good review. So thank you for your guidance. God bless you. Thank you. Hi, what do you do on your days off? In most cases, I hang out with my friends. If my friend is not around, I watch a lot of TV. I watch a lot of movies. I do my YouTube videos. I read a lot online, especially things that I, need to learn regarding how to better myself. So I'm always like busy. I don't have a dull moment, Internet is all my friend. Put me in a ditch with internet. I will never get bored. So somebody is saying hi. Shira Ann, hello. Hi, here Rain. If you were wondering how to pronounce, oh yeah, you love my content. Thank you so much. As a lady, would you encourage a guy to give his heart to an air hostess? So, oh my God, what's wrong with the air hostess? I had somebody tell me that we air hostesses, we are hoes. Honestly, somebody had the gut to write on my comment section calling me technically a hoe because I am a flight attendant. People, sorry, that's Siri. People have the most ridiculous way of thinking in life. Like you just see somebody and you just jump into conclusion about people without knowing them individually. That is really wrong. Somebody called me a hoe. And I make videos internationally. Sometimes I go in this country. Today I'm in Geneva. I make videos everywhere. And somebody was commenting and telling me that I am an international dick sucker because I am always in different hotels of the world, yada yada, And I'm just like, may God forgive you now. May God forgive you. What is this now? What is this? Like, I do not understand. Some men do not respect women, and it bothers me a lot that you can only think that a woman can reach places in life only when they use their punami. They open their punami to different guys. I personally have been celibate for the most part of my life. You believe it or not, I'm a flight attendant. I fly international, but I have been celibate for the most part of my life. Why? Because I respect myself. I do not find pleasure in spreading my legs and sleeping around with different type of men because I believe in one man, one woman, long term type of a relationship. And if I don't find it, I do not need to be in a relationship with anybody. So there are a lot of flight attendants who are like me, who don't do crap type of relationship, no strings attached, only sex and blah blah. I don't say something is wrong with this, but at the same time, there are people like us. There are women who have principles and virtue and dignity and respect themselves fully, and they don't find the need to sleep around to be happy. So why is it that people say that most flight attendants you cannot? You're asking me that you can, like, you giving your heart to a flight attendant. Why not? Like, flight attendants are people as well. And not every woman is the same, I don't understand. Like, it drives me crazy when people approach me because I'm a flight attendant. It drives me crazy if somebody calls me in my room, whether be it my colleague, asking me to come and sleep with me for whatever reason. I'm like, excuse me, who raised you? I ask them, who the hell raised you now? I do not understand. Who raised your ass? Tell me now, I don't get it. Not all women are the same. So if you have a flight attendant, I would tell you, go for her. If she's, but you have to actually judge by her character. You have to know who's this woman. Who is she, You have to know by people's character. I have a lot of flight attendant girl who are Christians, devoted Christians who don't mess around, They do not mess around. A lot of them, some of them had sex in their wedding night. Some of these girls had sex in their wedding nights. This is how powerful these women are. They just don't take it just like, they have fear for God, They fear God and they go with the word of God and, Please, just know your woman's character. Don't say, oh, can I give my heart to a flight attendant? Not just any flight attendant, All right, so Sharon Hall, nice to see you. What's an advice would you give to someone like me who want to have small business in a foreign land? Nicole Woffen, what kind of business? You have to have great business strategy because for me, honestly, I am in real estate business as we speak. And for me, this is the only thing, honestly, for me, this is the only thing that I have ever ventured in. And I don't regret it because at least I know the houses appreciate as time goes. So I just want to know exactly what type of business it is. But there is no harm in trying. If you feel like it's something that you really want to do, go ahead and do it, But just know that with every business, there's going to be loss. I lost in my business at a certain point when I was especially building my houses because a lot of people conned me, with building materials, and a lot of people just conned me, So I lost money. But at the end of the day, there's no business that you will never lose. You know, you will lose some money, but at the end of the day, if you are consistent and you know the strategy, how to go about it, then go for it. All right, so Africa Chama is telling me she's so proud of me. Thank you, Mama. And Anna Marie is saying, hi, girly. Hi, darling. And then Lindy, you are telling me, hello, sis. Would you consider breast augmentation, hip lift, and body as enhancement? I asked because I saw the blink on your eyes when you were talking about Patricia Bright. I am afraid of breast augmentation. Why? Because it's not permanent. You know, because I have to go under the knife at some point to replace them, you know, and if I am not terminally ill, I don't see myself going under the knife for this breast augmentation. This is the reason why I'm afraid, you know. This is one thing I'm afraid about. About the liposuction, I've thought about it several times of doing liposuction because I'm not comfortable with my hip area. So depending on if I have the money, I can do it. If I have the money, I would do it. But I know it's pain, but pain is gain. So yes, I will do it. But the putting a foreign object in my body, like what if my body rejects that implant itself? Then I have to go under the knife. The pain I will endure by going, I don't want to do this, you know. But some minor surgeries like liposuction or whatever not, I would do it if I had the money and I didn't have to break the bank. I don't mind doing it. So I hope I answer your question, Lindy. And then Anne Marie, so true, the tongue is very powerful. Yes, the tongue is very powerful. Speak it until it come to existence, my friend. I was always speaking things. I don't care where my husband was gonna come from. I don't care whether I was getting at an age where everyone was looking at me like, why are you not married yet? Nah, why? I was always waking up and telling my man, so long as there is a desire to meet a wonderful man inside my heart, and I am a good woman, so long as there is a desire, I will wake up each day and I tell God, Father, thank you for allocating my man. Father, thank you for he is finding me in no time. Father, thank you for my husband. Father, thank you. Like I'm just like that. So don't give up. Would you encourage a guy to give his heart to someone who travels often? Yes. 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 There is no... If somebody is able to become... Like there are people who can commit, who can be in committed relationship and they don't cheat and whatever not, go for it. I don't really mind. Long distance, travel partner, whatever. I don't care because I know myself. I can never go around and sleep around and cheat on the person I'm with, depending on that person. So go for it. My first time to comment, we love you from Kenya. I believe in one man, one woman too. That is Monica Monique. Yes, I do. My mother was a second wife in a marriage, and she died the most miserable woman, and her life was just terrible. And she told us in her dying bed, and she said, my child, if I find you going for a married man, my child, look the way I am suffering. If I find you going for a... So there is no point, you know. So somebody is asking me, Lindy, do you wear compression socks when you travel? I have heard flying a lot causes blood clotting. It is true. No, it doesn't. I don't need to wear unless you have a disease called thrombosis. That is the only time you need to wear them. And what I do is that I don't shower immediately after flight. I wait for a couple of hours before I jump into shower. So like maybe 2 hours or one, you know, usually I wait for 2 hours before I shower. So it's advisable not to shower immediately after a flight. So Gift, somebody of Unyana, is asking me, wow, your question has just been answered. Thank you so much, Empress. I was waiting for this video for long. Now I am fully satisfied. God bless you, Empress. You are different from all. Thank you so much, Mama Gift. Thank you so much. Millicent Ferguson, nice makeup. Thank you. And somebody is asking me that is Zelga. Momona Zelga. Hi, sister. Good to see you today. Ask you the Kenya necklace. I'm still waiting for that. I want to ask you, do you think a married woman who has a child can do the same work you are working? Yes, but okay, it depends. It can do, especially if you already have a child and you're still younger. I think you can do, but just know that you're going to be away from your child most of the time. And there's a lot of people who are married and have children and they still fly. But for me, as soon as I want to stop flying now, in like next year, I'm considering stopping flying just to prepare my body and stuff, because it's been a long time since I've been flying, for 10 years. But already now I'm sure you have a child, so you have nothing to lose. So if you already have a child, you have your family, it doesn't matter, you can, if your child is well taken care of, I believe that you can still fly. You can get the job so long as you have the stamina, So there is no harm in trying as well. So yeah, there's a lot of women who work with me who has children, especially a lot of Kenyan women who have them and they've left them back home. The kids are well taken care of by their grandparents or their father or something. There's a lot of people work in my field where it's long distance relationship. So it's very normal to be in long distance relationship when you're working as a flight attendant. So if that is what you're looking for, go for it, girl. Go for it. Go and pursue it. And then, thank you for answering my question, Nicole Wolfen. So, yeah, that is the end of your questions. No more questions are coming. So, I hope you guys like this video and I hope to see you on my next live. I'm ending the live now unless you have any more questions. Oh, there's more questions. Thank you so much for answering my question. I really love it. Thank you so much, Ziegler. I think I'm just going to call you by your husband's name, Miss Ziegler. All right. So Jamila Ahmed is telling me to wait. I'm only going to wait if you have a question for me. So if you have a question for me, bring the questions in very quickly because I need to wait. Okay, I'm waiting, Jamila. All right, so sorry, I was looking at some messages. So yeah, I hope when I come we'll meet. So, but I waited for my necklace, sister. Oh, Jamila is saying that she waited for her necklace. So please follow me on my Instagram and then send me your contacts. Your contacts. You want the necklace? Send me your contacts, exactly how you want me to send it to you, and then let's agree on the price, because I have 2 necklaces that I don't mind sending to you. I have the ones that I tried on. I can still send them to you and then we can agree on the price. Then it's send money, I send it to you. Send me money and I send it. You can get to my Instagram. My Instagram is Nilotic Empress. So you can find me on Instagram and just DM me your contacts. So oh, you're also waiting to hear for the Nicole Warfen. Yeah, the necklace business, I'm still underway. Still underway, you guys. I haven't really begun the necklace business. I haven't really begun it, you guys. It's a business strategy that I have to venture in, but again, I have to be careful and I have to, I have to make, not yet, you guys. I want to start them especially when I finish flying, then I want to start this business. Right now, I've been so busy until I haven't been able to get them. So I think I'm going to finish the live now. I think I'm going to finish the live. So I'll see you on my next one. Bye-bye. Bye.